Hello, and welcome to the Vipers Podcast. Beep, beep, bap, 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 bap. It is, this week, for some strange
No,
reason. I think it's the 19th episode now, which is actually kind of
I don't
sad
know.
that it got to the 19th episode and the last, like, 4 ones I've only had basically me and Ryan in.
But for the 20th one, just a bully now.
We're gonna have to bully everyone for the 20th one, yeah. We're gonna see how many
Except
people
Joe,
can
I'll
get on.
fucking.
Kaelin's here. Don't know if he's gonna talk, but he's there. Yeah.
No, I only talk shit about some gay shit. No,
Oh, you know what we could talk about? Speaking of gay shit, James Charles. Heard about that?
what happened to it?
Oh, do you not know about the entire James Charles drama?
No, I don't give a shit about beauty drama.
Well, he kind of sent nudes to a 16-year-old.
So he's a nonce. There we go, that's it. That's
Yeah,
the end.
so it's like reverse Carson. But this time it's actually really, really fucking bad.
Yeah, but that's boring drama.
But then he puts it on Twitter. But then he puts it on Twitter
What?
and he tells people about it.
Why?
I don't know.
Is he like confessing, or is he like trying to like? Oh, I said nudes.
I don't really know what's actually going on with it that much, but I will look into it a bit more at this very moment.
Yeah, I don't really care about James Charles.
I don't really care either, but I think it's just we gotta bring up something that's popping around. It's going
I've
around the
not been on
block.
YouTube in years. Well, I have, but like I don't really pay attention. Ah shit.
Yeah, you get sucked into drama pretty quickly. I've seen a couple of drama videos, and now that's basically all I get the recommended. If I It's really stupid. I hate it. It's really dumb.
I don't really like podcasts though, where like we talk about like in weeks that nothing's really happened.
Yeah, nothing
You know what I
really
mean?
happened this week. Aside from the rover that's come on.
Yeah, because if there's nothing interesting happened in a week, we just end up talking about it. Oh, so I've been eating toast recently. Hold on.
I've been indulging in some toast recently. It's coming up to my project deadline for college. That's not a good thing. Or a bad thing. It's just there.
Well, I've spent ages at the hospital. I hate it. I want to die.
Getting the bone fused. When you fuse bones.
I can't believe that kid was doing their homework. No, they were doing an online lesson at hospital. I was like, that's just mean.
Why? Why would you force some
That's
child
mean.
to go to a lesson?
Yeah, when I
while
went to
they're in
hospital when I was a kid, I was like,
Unless they wanted to.
boy. Yeah, boy, no school. Yeah, I don't know.
Unless they actually wanted to go to it, because some people just do.
But they had it well out. The teacher was getting bullied, and he was one of them retards, like, teachers that gets angry at like the slightest thing. Those teachers are hilarious.
Class, shut up! Fuck off!
I just used to bully the angry teachers all the time.
Hmm.
My class was always the worst class. I think we made like 2 teachers leave, honestly. Wow. Ah.
I've literally just been playing Terraria, basically, this entire week.
Yes.
Literally all I've been doing.
What have I been doing?
Played
Oh.
lots of Bed Wars.
Pain.
That's it.
Fortnite and pain.
Actually, we can talk more about anime.
By the way,
do you
what anime though?
Beastars. So I've watched that now. That's a thing.
Yeah, that's good.
That is actually good. Aside from it
Yeah.
being like a very big furry thing, but that's just what it is.
I didn't really like the whole romantic like high school shit. which is a huge part, but I just watched it because the fight scene at the end.
It was good. I actually liked it. It was a good anime. It was well done. Obviously, there's a lot of people that say it's a furry thing, and I will say it probably is. There's probably a lot of furries that
Well, yeah, it's kind
it is.
strange.
Strange. Wonder why that would be.
Furries watch thinking things about anthropomorphic animals.
Strange.
They would never do that. That's the whole thing, Kel. Anything with that, furries are like,
Oh yeah, it's my thing.
like Zootopia as well.
Fucking Zootopia.
Well, I'm not.
Not Zootopia.
Do you remember the tease? Like, it was like the whole like animals that like
Naked.
nudists.
Yeah,
What was that?
the nudist ones. Have you seen that animation people did of it?
Yeah.
They did it anthropomorphic. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a children's film, man? It'd be fun if it did for Beastars, because Beastars really isn't really meant for children.
Yeah, I'm watching the new season, but it's not.
New season's good.
Yeah, we should. Cal, are we breaking the laws? Are we criminals? Criminals.
I'm not a criminal. What do you mean? I'm going to Japan.
Oh no. Yeah, me too. I teleport.
I can teleport to Japan. I live.
Have you seen the episode where there's like in the strip club or whatever?
Yeah, I was season 2.
That reminds me of a. That really
Lone
reminded me of
Digger,
that
Caravan
music video.
Palace,
Yeah. And then Louis just shoot in the air. What guy?
That's cool.
I think it's weird that like I liked that he was like eating meat and that one line is like, "Don't be a retard, eat some proper food."
You're not you when you're hungry. Here, here's a salad.
Yeah, and then the other line's like, "Ooh, we're weak, we should get rid of it," and he just like claws him. He's like, "Nope, nah, shut."
The newest
that's
one
the
actually
bullshit."
kind of explains it. Kind of.
Oh, is there a new episode? I don't know.
Yeah, there's a new episode.
When do they come out? I don't know.
They come out Thursday, Wednesday kind of time. It's a bit strange because it's Japanese release time, obviously, so it's like midway through, like the Thursday morning, I think.
Oh,
So it's a bit strange. So I think it's technically Thursday, but it's kind of a Wednesday, Thursday though.
alright.
It's a bit strange.
I've been watching I'm watching different Lagan or whatever the fuck I don't know. It's like a mechanism.
Oh, Gundam.
No, not Gundam.
What have you been watching?
There's Gundam, I would have said that. Not dead. Where are you?
What have
I
you
don't
been
know how to
watching?
say it.
Don't know how to say it.
Yeah, because I'm not one of them. No. Different killed.
I don't know where my phone is anyway. Fuck me. Got it. Oh, we've got another one of these situations. Oh, isn't it so relatable when you put down your phone somewhere and then the next second you completely lose it and it's completely just disappeared from existence?
Oh my god, why do I speak to Noel so much? No, that sounds rude, but I'm gonna look for the name in the end.
Fiverr's podcast drama? What? Oh, my phone's over there. Hold on a minute. My phone. I've got it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
My girl having a seizure, bro. I call that vanilla shake.
And that one. There's the two. This is a podcast, we're just speaking on our phone.
Oh, go in line.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know that one.
that's a
I
good
think
one.
I've actually watched that. It's good.
It's only 27 episodes. I'm a bit concerned that the 18-year-old gets the 14-year-old, but
Yeah.
fine, so.
It's weird how she's a 14-year-old.
I mean, I guess that doesn't really count when there's... when it's
Yeah.
basically the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
I don't think there's many laws in there. They probably don't care, honestly. They just need humans. I don't think they're like, I don't fuck a 12-year-old. What are you doing?
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wait, Ryan, did you watch
Mm.
Dragon Maid at all?
No, well, I watched like one episode.
There's also more stuff about the Dragon Maid thing. There's drama around Dragon Maid again. Not Dragon Maid, but that kind
Why?
of character. Because one of the... I can't remember what her name is. I think it's like Iliu or something? Her design is a bit... Well, it's... not very... it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
Wait, what are they using? I need to. What's the name?
Ilulu.
I'm fucking retarded.
Also,
What is I-L? Oh, I can't be. I feel ill. I'm dying. What's going on? That's always. Let's see this character. Because I have no idea who that is. Am I gonna be?
yeah.
Um.
I don't...
Why?
I don't understand.
That's not. I don't like that. That's not cute. That's not hot. That's just get that fucking away from. That's not how.
That's not how that works.
Why? Wait, we need to check to make this even worse. We need to check something.
What?
16 apparently. That's not. She's what? She looks squished. Like
That's
it doesn't
her
look healthy.
appearance, apparently. It's not an actual age. Well, it's...
Well, her appearance doesn't look 16.
It's a
You
lie.
mean?
It doesn't matter. That's just fucking wrong.
That looks disgusting. What are they thinking?
Because there's...
Look
that's
at-
just bad. That's just bad.
Yeah, I can understand people moan about like, where's the?
I understand
Where's their
people moaning
stomach?
about... I don't understand people moaning about Uzaki-chan. Uzaki-chan is completely fine. That, on the other hand, that is fucking ridiculous.
Look, that's her. That's her whole torso, Calvin.
If you don't understand what we're on about, there's this new Kobayashi character, and she's really small. Don't know how tall she is. She's not as small as the small girl one. I can't remember what her name is, but she's not as small as that. Obviously, that'd be fucking horrendous. She was.
There's
She's
another
still
picture that.
very, very small.
Right, there's that picture I sent you, and there's the other one that looks slightly better. Because it's like a normal height.
Yeah,
Well, I guess.
it's just like there's all the different pictures of it, and there's just like always various heights. So like in this one,
Yeah.
this one's fine because she's at like head, like shoulder height for Toru, so that's kind of fine. But then you've got like this other one where she literally looks like the same size as the extremely small girl, which
What
is meant to
kind of
represent
array?
a child, and it's like, what? We need proper proportions. What is this going on? You can you can have like kind of a regular sized human. That's cool.
Even the other big-titted dragon is
Yeah, but she's huge. She's like 6
Exactly.
foot.
yeah, that's fine.
That's
But
fine.
even her boobs are like nothing compared to that. That's just disgusting.
It's so,
Oh, I don't
it's
like
so,
that.
It's so dumb. It's I can't. I
Ugh.
don't understand it.
That's weird.
And people are comparing it to the Izaki-chan situation, which it kind of
No.
is. I get how they compare it to, but that is ridiculous. That is madness. There's
The tits
Uzaki-chan,
pick up my
and then
torso.
there's just
That's not human. Well, I mean, she's a dragon, but shut up.
no, no, no federal officer of the law is gonna be like, no one's gonna understand. Oh well, they say she's 1,000 years old. That's what you gotta think. Like, what's their appearance? What do they look like? That's it. Unless they're literally human, and they're like,
Yeah.
a decent age. Like,
If their appearance is 16 and you're like a 25-year-old guy, go, oh yeah, you're a nonce. Anyway,
that
Wow.
makes it worse as well.
depends what country you're in. In England, that's fine, I guess.
No, it's fine. It's still kind of looked down. It's still kind of looked down upon, but it's fine.
Yeah. Why would I press play? I don't know.
Also, again, for all those idiots who still believe that Japan has the age of consent of 13, you fucking retard. Most provinces don't have that. They normally have like 16.
Yeah, some do,
Some do.
but most don't.
Most don't. Which I'm surprised by. I don't know why that is. That I just... Oh, well, welcome to the segment where Calvert accidentally does something really, really stupid. Oh, I'm so good at not being an idiot. Why did that just happen? What did I do? Did I close it down? I think it just shut down. What just happened? No, I don't know what just happened. Hello?
Oh my
I don't know what
God,
just
what
happened. I don't know. We just closed down.
You're about to say something as well.
I can't remember what I was about to say. Oh, I think it was about Japan. Why they still kind of allow it. I'm actually gonna look that up.
Yes.
What it is. Japan.
Peter Peters, yeah.
Search a low consent age.
Honestly, there's only 2 episodes left. That's not a month. Oh, what the
There's all. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a fucking minute. It's like. Oh, there's all like the people also search for, and there's all these like different things. Is 17 old still a child? Yeah, it can as a child. Yeah, as a kid, yeah. And then, is 13 still a kid? Of fucking course it is. What do you mean, you read? What muppet is like? I'm a bit of a liberal. I'm an idiot. I'm a big bumbling buffoon. So what I am. Why is it a thing? I'm so confused. Bruh, people are disgusting.
Hmm.
No, there's nothing really has happened this week, like, at all. Why is the world so boring?
Maybe it's
What
because
has happened this week? Whoa. Yikes. Oh yeah. Is that any good words? There's not any good things, it's just a bunch of crap. Ooh. Atlantic Ocean circulation at weakest in millennium. Oh no! The day after tomorrow, it's happening again. The world's gonna die. I don't know if anyone even knows what that's from.
I don't know. Cunt! Hold on, sorry. It's alright, it's fine. It's alright. This person just said, but after World War II, Britain has been full of the biggest assholes ever. Excuse me. Excuse me?
Has it? Has it? I don't think it has, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's just been Britain, I'm not gonna lie. There's been quite a lot of people since World War II. What do you mean? Also, Before we before we go into another topic. Oh yeah, there's more topics. There's more topics. More topics. Before we try and do something else. Jesus Christ. I want to talk about how ages ago, I think it was still 2020 when this happened, but people started bringing down statues and all that.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, get Winston Churchill," or something, and it was like, "Why?" Because he was racist.
Because he was racist
It was
once.
like, oh,
No, because he is racist. I was like, yeah, but
yeah. But
most people are
guess
back
what?
then.
That's what happens. It's history. That's what happened back then. It's very dark, yeah. Doesn't mean you have to take down.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he wasn't a good guy. Look
People
at,
are stupid.
and I'm not being funny. It's like, oh yeah, America. Like, people really don't look into anything that much. It's always these kind of people, you know. It's always people like, oh, you're racist, or like, oh, we need to help the homeless. It's like, oh, I don't see you down the soup kitchen. Don't see you doing anything. Just see you talking about
Yeah.
it. What are you doing? Actually do something with your life instead of sitting on Twitter, you fat little Anyway. And I'm not being funny, but that's just what's happening. People are like, oh yeah, fair enough. Put a voice out, talk about something, but actually fucking do something about it if you're gonna do that. Don't just sit in your comfy house with your phone. Yet nearly so much money has been spent on this phone. And everything
You
around
can't tune off and
this
stuff.
fucking thing. You know, you're
Yes.
you're comfy, stupid idiot. Right, listen to me, Margaret Thatcher. You stupid. Like, I hope when they cremate you, you run out of coal, you stupid. That'd be funny. But on a genuine note, you're all idiots. You're all muppets. You're all sat there with your fucking better ideals than us, better morals. The fuck are you doing about it though? Nothing. You sat there with your wads of cash stuffed up your fanny, up your ass, in your nose. You stupid. Try to have a fucking clout, you bastards. If you're going to be a good person, actually be a fucking good person. Don't just lie about it.
Yeah.
Don't be a bitch. Because everyone's like, oh, this person, he did bad things. Well, everyone does bad things. We're only human. Everyone does something bad in their life. Don't act like you're any better than this person in history. I know it's a bit strange for me to defend a racist, but since that certain racist, weirdly enough, saved us, guided our country through probably one of the toughest fucking times it's ever been through, I think you'll find, pal, he's quite a good lad. Fucking leave him be. And then you've got people over here in America bringing down statues. They actually brought down a statue of a guy that wasn't racist because they didn't do the research. They brought down, like, I don't remember which statue it was of, ironically, because I haven't done my research, because I don't need to, because it's not my country, is it? I wasn't the one trying to bring down the statue, was I? I'm not the person going out hunting for racist statue men. Oh. You know, the statues I don't mind taking down. Those, like, what were like the southern ones? I can't remember what they're called for some strange reason. The fucking, I can't remember what they're called anymore. You know, the racists, big racists, had slave farms. They were like, nah, Civil War. Can't remember what they're called. Confederates. Yeah, Confederate leaders. Take down. I'm fine with them taking down those statues.
Yeah, but there was one.
They
There was one about a Confederate leader, but he didn't have slaves.
You don't have slaves.
Because they didn't all have slaves, because they were just fighting for their.
They were just fighting to be free.
Yeah.
But
they were fighting because there was a war between the South and the North, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of. So
I
if the
will
South
say
were like,
they were legalizing everybody.
Yeah,
Everyone was
exactly. But that's what they're fighting for.
Yeah.
But in war, back then you couldn't really go, well, I don't really want to fight. So they'd be like, excuse me?
Slap you in
Okay.
the face.
Probably kill you or put you in prison.
And I'm not being funny, but guess what? The only reason the North actually gave a damn was because guess what? They needed jobs. They were literally our equivalent of racists today. They were like, those goddamn black people are gonna take our jobs if slavery comes up to the door.
Yeah.
So we better fight them for it. And it was like, what do you mean? You can't just like, oh, I'm better. You can't have this slavery. And people signed up because they were like, yeah, I want to keep my job. And I was like, that's just a bit rude, isn't it? When you think about it, in a bit of perspective. No matter what side of that war you were on, you're still kind of racist. It was like, oh yeah, these Northerners aren't that racist. They don't want us as slaves, so that's pretty cool. They were still racist. It doesn't change anything. They were still pricks. They just didn't want you to have their job.
Yeah.
It's just really sick when you think about it, isn't it? A war of racism, basically.
Yeah.
Obviously, black person's freedom, weird enough, it's a pretty fucking good thing to have. But it's just a bit rude when you think about it, isn't it? In the light of things. Obviously not all. I will say the northern people were definitely a lot more accepting of the black community. 'Cause weirdly enough, they weren't trying to fucking put them in a cotton farm. But history's bad.
Yeah.
No one's going around prancing about World War II. Nobody's singing praises about the trenches. Nobody's going Genghis Khan was alright. Nobody's sucking up the Mongols. Nobody's over there in Tiananmen Square. Nobody's dancing for it. Nobody's going, oh yeah, 7-year war.
Nothing happened.
Oh, no, nothing happened. Nobody's doing all this. History's bad. People have got to accept it. It was sick. It's horrific. And I think people need to realise that. When people talk about history, people talk about it very seriously. Nobody talks about history and goes, "Oi!" At the Battle of 1066, loads of people were killed because a bunch of idiots couldn't find out who was king. Because they're all greedy. Greedy bastards. It's my throne. It's my throne. Somebody just fucking take it.
What, you kid, man?
Hold on, let's oppress the natives. Guess what? Everyone got oppressed. It wasn't just the Indians. Every single human being on this planet Earth, guess fucking what? They've been oppressed.
I mean, I think it's Indians was just toxic, though.
It was
Or
toxic.
Native Americans. That
I'm
was
not
like
being funny.
no, but people don't say they're the only ones oppressed. It's
Yeah.
just a bit rude that we just came to that country and went, what's that? Well, we didn't, but you know,
Yeah.
Europeans.
That's just what's gonna
Spain?
happen. Because
Spain?
everyone's
I don't
greedy for land. Nobody's gonna see a person that fights with basically no weaponry and goes, I'll let him be. Because they're
Yeah,
evil.
but exactly.
You gotta deal
But
with it. Suck it up and get on with your life. It was like 200 years ago.
I can kind of understand Native Americans maybe
I understand it.
still being a bit like because there's not that many anymore.
I understand
Because
it, obviously.
Fucking killed off, which
But
is
wait,
awful.
when you say it's our land, if
Yeah, that's stupid. Or like blame like American like people or like
guess what?
English people. It's not us.
Different
Like these people in the comics, so this meme that they keep going, who lost 13 colonies? Not me! I've never had a colony!
Guess
I've never
what?
owned them! I've never fought in a war!
'Cause-
I don't give a shit about our country!
'Cause
I don't care
it
about the
wasn't
colonies
me.
we have!
It wasn't
It wasn't me! It was the fucking retard, fucking red coat fucking retards! I don't care! I don't like our country! Fuck! God, We were kind of the bad guys. Everyone was the bad guys.
Everyone was
God.
the bad guys. No one was the good guys. There was no good guys ever. There's never been any good guys until recently.
Oh.
Some people have. There's still not many. There's still not
Exactly.
many. Even people still around. Even the leader of our country. Even people of the European Union. Especially China. And especially China, they're still pretty pissed off about just being alive, apparently.
Yeah.
Maybe you should reform into something else again. Maybe that'll change their attitude. Because, jeez, nobody's nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess who's nice? The regular people. The people who don't have that much power. There are some people with power that are nice. When you come across them, they'll be kind to you. And they'll be nice.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, not every single fucking human being is going to abide what you think is right. And if you think that, you're an idiot. Because guess what? Everyone's different. They could be different in a good way, they could be different in a bad way, they could be different in a completely unusual way that you might be like, I don't know how I feel about that. They could be different in a completely unbizarre way. They could be slightly different, they could be obscenely different, they could be literally a monstrosity, and they could literally just be the weirdest human out there. Everyone's different. That's what makes humanity the worst and the greatest thing of all time. Because guess what? Nobody's thinking the same thing. Some people are thinking the same thing, but still, even then, they sometimes are still disagree on stuff. Just because I agree with Ryan on one subject doesn't mean I'm going to agree with Ryan on every subject. I don't know. Well, you might be like, oh, beans on toast, they're alright. I might be like, oh, they suck. But we both think beans on toast suck. Even if it is a British offence.
Yeah.
I don't like mashed potato just because I can't eat it. That's not a bad thing, is it? It's just a small opinion. Obviously, you've got your varying opinions. You've got your very high opinions. You've got your very low opinions, which don't really matter that much, but somehow still persuade you to not talk to that person, even though only the slightest thing annoys you about them. Everything else could be literally perfect. Guess what? Nobody's perfect. Not even the richest of rich people are perfect. Guess what? The only reason they would be slightly more perfect than you are is because they're rich and they've got money to do it. Look at Elon Musk in like 20 years ago or 30 years ago. He didn't have like any hair. Guess what? He got rich. Guess what? He's got hair now. Wonder how that happened. To just grow back. It wasn't special. It wasn't his special Elon Musk that grew it back. It wasn't, oh, it just happened. No, he paid for it. Because he was like, shit, my forehead's pretty big. Better cover that up. Not everyone's special. Even the good people are bad when you think they're good. Look at Hillary Clinton. Want to be the first woman president in ages, got voted out by Donald Trump somehow. She wasn't the greatest human being. She was alright. To be fair, she might have actually been worse than Donald Trump in a couple of respects. She was a bit of a warmonger because she was paid by weapon companies to go to war again. Because that's who sponsored her.
Didn't she give weapons to the IRA?
I have no clue.
I think that might be a theory, though.
I don't think
They
that's
think
true.
that she might have been.
Giving
Yeah, that
weapons
might
to the
be a
IRA.
conspiracy. No, because obviously Ireland didn't like
I'd
England,
never
did
ever touched the IRA.
So she was like, I'll give you weapons.
Guess what?
And leave us alone, but that didn't work, did it,
IRA.
obviously?
Great goal, great goal. They don't want us in our country. Fair enough, we fucking invaded it. Guess what they did? They killed a bunch of people. Doesn't mean they're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their cause, amazing. Good cause. Great cause. Anyone would fight for that cause. Until you bombed everything. I was just a
Yeah, but the IRA were weird, because originally they're like, more like, kind of like a political...
So they were.
No, yeah, and then they were like a gang. They were more like a gang. Because then, like, I know Peaky Blinders isn't, but like, it's kind of historically accurate.
No, Peaky
It
Blinders
showed
is
the
kind of
IRA as like
historically accurate.
Yeah, they showed like the IRA is more
There's
of like a
some knowledge
gang,
of the
like
gangs.
a kind of Irish gang, whatever. And then throughout the series, you see them get a bit more like militarized, I guess,
Yeah.
because obviously they turned into a paramilitary group, didn't they? Or
Hmm.
fucking yeah.
Nobody's good.
Yeah. My mum's uncle lived in Ireland in the Troubles, and he was like in a traffic, and there's like a sniper or like a gunfight, like in front of him.
What are you doing, Tom? What are you doing?
He saw
What's
like
going for you dead?
English, like police, like English military get like sniped by the IRA or something, and then they started having a gunfight, and this car in front of him wouldn't move forward. Like it was the lights, and he wasn't moving. And obviously he's stuck in like a gunfight, so he's like, "Can you fucking move?" God.
My
Jesus.
granddad used to be, well, I can't remember. I don't really call him granddad, but I'm gonna call him granddad just to not make it sound like just
Yeah.
annoyingly complicated, because that's how my family is, because I have different names for all my granddads. Which, to be fair, makes sense.
What do you mean? Like you call them different things?
Yeah. So I've got my granddad, which is the one that actually lives in Weatherby. I'm gonna have to believe
Yeah.
that. Well, actually, to be fair, I said it in an earlier episode, doesn't matter.
Something to hunt down your granddad.
Oh, not my granddad. Even if they did, he'd probably kill them. Anyway, he's got a pretty good kick in him. He's got a gun. So, go at your own risk, is what I say. Blow your fucking head off. Anyway, I've got my granddad. I've got my granda. You miss out the D at
What?
the end, which is my northern one. Like,
That makes sense.
yeah. Actually, technically not from. Well, he is from the like north, but he's not from the north, which is like Geordies and all that.
Yeah.
But he married into a Geordie family and all that after my nan and him broke up. Had a divorce. Ooh. Every single grandparent in my family had a divorce. It's really weird. Yeah.
I just call my granddad's like the name, like granddad,
And
and
then
then the name.
the granddad that's with my nan now, which I call Papa, which is the one I'm going to talk about, which is he was a chef actually during those times. He was a military chef. He cooked for the
Yeah.
boys, and they went to go beat up the Irish because they wanted the land. To be fair, he just wanted to be a chef. To be fair.
This person just uploaded the Adventure Time, full-time Adventure Time episode to Instagram. What the fuck? That's gonna get fucking murdered.
Yeah. To be fair, the only reason he actually joined is because he wanted to be a chef. And he was like, well, I've not got enough money to go into culinary school, so I'm just gonna go to
School.
the army, which people actually do. And I will say, it's actually a very good idea to go to the army, because you just get a lot of training. And especially if you're one of those, like, cut-off jobs as well, which is like, you're a cook, you're an engineer, all that. Or maybe if you're an engineer, you'd be put on the front lines. But most of the other things, most of the time, you're in a safe area, so it doesn't matter. You'll be away, obviously, but you'll get your
Yes.
stuff, and you'll get it done, and you'll get your
Oh god.
you'll get a
Shit
degree.
hurts.
You can genuinely live for it. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and he was a cook in those times.
Oh, why have I got 6 requests? Ah.
6 requests. I've been getting loads of requests lately. When are the bots
Yeah, they
ramped
won't.
up?
Yeah, and my phone does the thing where it keeps saying I've got requests when I don't. Okay, then I have to go on the Xbox or like the computer. Like, well, I don't have one of the computer. So I just got on the Xbox to use them. It's pissing me off. Oh god. Sorry for.
Yeah, the Instagram
Oh.
bots have ramped up recently. And he became a chef
Yeah.
from there, and he's retired now because of his health issues.
Well, yeah.
He's pretty old. He's actually younger than my nan, which is the funny thing. I think. Yeah, I think he's 5 years younger. I can't remember the ages of like anybody that's like really in my family, which is a really weird thing
neither.
to think about. The only person I can remember the
I don't
age
really
of
know how old my
is
mum is.
obviously my 2 cousins, which are literally my age. Well, my 3 cousins actually, because yeah. and then obviously I can't remember. Never mind, I can't remember theirs, and I can remember my sister's age because my sister's age is 4 years older than me.
Yeah, my sister's 4 years older, and then 4 years older. So I just do that.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only people I remember. I don't remember my dad's
Yeah.
age. I don't remember my mum's age. I don't remember
I
my
don't
aunt's.
remember my sisters
I
because
don't
we're
remember any
all
of
like
my
4
uncles.
years apart. Like each
I
of
think
us.
I can remember my. No, I can remember one of my other cousins' age. Aside from that, I can't
I don't even
remember anyone
remember my
else's.
mum's, honestly.
And I'm not being
50
funny.
something, there we go.
I don't know why. That's because I've never learned anyone's birthdays. Because they've never told me until we got around to their birthday that it was their birthday. I was like, oh.
And they're like, oh, it's my birthday. Oh,
Shit.
that's good.
It's great. I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know.
Chicken fuck. I'm in pain.
Time to stumble my balls. Maybe not that far, but you get the gist. But also, I think I'm going insane. I might have to see a therapist.
Why are you going insane? Because you don't remember.
No, because for some reason, every single time, like ever since a while ago, every single time I've tried to sit down and do any work at all, I just freeze up.
PTSD.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know, but I haven't done any college work for a while. Like a good while. And it's genuinely scary. And I don't know why. Because I sit
I was
down.
speaking to the wrong person because I hate.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I genuinely have to go see someone about that. Because I don't know what's going on. So yeah, I'm going a bit mad. I might not be here next week. And I may or may not fail my course. So, anyway. I'll be fine, probably. If I'll sit down and do something. Which I might not be able to. I'm really fucking annoyed at myself. I don't know. I can't. I'm thinking about it now, and I can already feel my arms like freezing, and my like neck tensing up. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I want to do work. Oh, it's so weird. And then it just makes me do something else instead of do the work. Well, I'm kind of just here. It's weird. I don't like it. Hey, yeah, that's strange. And I genuinely might have to go see someone about it.
Kabuka.
I don't know how you do that, but I'm gonna find out tomorrow. If I drove myself hard enough to actually talk about it.
I think it's funny when so this is random, when Americans are shocked by how how much English people don't really like England. It makes me laugh. It seems really like, well, I don't know, because you know some English people
like. So good. Why do they
no,
think we think
or
it's
why
amazing?
they think that we care that much, because we don't.
I don't.
Like, you know all these English memes, we're not like, no, we're like, oh.
Not like colonies. I wasn't there. I don't give a damn.
Exactly, when they keep going 13 colonies, I was like, yeah, that's retarded that we lost them. What? Fucking mongs. What are you doing? Oh, they just invaded all these countries. What? They get angry? Oh, they want their independence. Right, idiots, obviously. What? Strange that.
I'm not being funny. I don't really care either. I don't really
Took
care.
over most of the fucking world.
We took
and then
over,
lost.
I believe, 1/3 of the actual world landmass and 1/4 of its population. And I think the only reason I actually know that is because my granddad has an actual map of the British Empire in a room in his house. At like a certain time period, and it shows all the trade routes and all that.
That's quite cool, actually.
It is. It's pretty fucking cool. It's really
But,
cool. It's the only reason why I actually know a bit about the British Empire, because like, oh, British Empire.
Yeah, but the British Empire were cunts. Like, everyone is, like...
Of course they were. Bastards.
Like, we don't like them.
I don't like him. I don't know him. I wish I don't know him.
And there's like, have you heard of that story in like Scotland, where there was like what was it, like a whole town where English people just killed them all, basically.
No.
It was like a massacre.
I think
in
you've talked
Scotland.
about this before.
Yeah,
Probably.
basically they like lied to them, and it was like stayed with the Scottish village or town or settlement or whatever the fuck for like a week or like a couple weeks, and then just like killed them, which is fucked. But it was strange. It's a strange time. It's like the Willamites and the Jacobites or what. Oh fuck.
Oh yeah, I remember you going on about this for like ages.
Yeah, it's toxic. It's killed loads of Scottish people.
I don't know if we've talked about this before on the podcast, but have we talked about Kanzuk before?
What?
Kanzuk, which is a proposed alliance comprising of Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and United Kingdom. Which has been proposed by quite a bit of political leaders.
Why? What? Are we not already allied with them?
No, but it's a special alliance, so it's like kind of like a European Union kind of thing. You know how Europe's actually in a union, and not just like we're friends.
Oh
but
wait,
like,
so are they just is it countries that aren't really in anything?
no, it's because our cultures are so similar that they were like, well, we'd get along pretty well.
What about Australia? Oh, did you say that as well?
Yeah.
Because they're literally
all
us,
those
aren't they?
colonies, yeah, they basically just our colonies, basically previous colonies, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
That kind of keep. Don't
Which
they
I
all have?
believe
Yeah,
would
they
make us
kinda
the fourth strongest thing. I
Yeah.
think out of all the movements.
Loads of people are like we have the strongest military, as do we?
Who?
I think so.
Who does?
Us apparently.
No. We
Exactly.
do not have the strongest military. We have a strong
Yeah, that
military.
person said.
We have a very strong
that they
military.
thought they did. He's like, yeah, when they were invading colonies, they probably did, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But now
then with
we
enough, yeah.
Because most countries, we're such an old country.
We've got a very strong
Like-
military, though. Our military is definitely one of the strongest. It is not the
It's
strongest.
not the strongest.
It's definitely one
I
of
don't
the
think people
strongest.
realize that we're a very old country. But by then, our military would have probably been huge.
Our military was
Other
huge
countries,
back then.
like America,
America
that didn't have
sucks.
anything.
They got nothing, bro.
Africa, oh, no, nothing. That's why we went.
That's why
slaves,
Europe
that
went,
is.
let's rape Africa, and they literally took everything.
India, oh, I like tea.
Well,
Make it for us, what?
yeah, and
Make-
everyone
make
thinks all the tea we got was from China. It was like, fucking what?
China?
It was like,
I
yeah, we
don't
got
think we-
some of it from China. We got
I don't
some
think we-
tea from China, but we got most of it from India.
Yeah,
Strangely.
strangely enough, one of our colonies had tea. And I don't think China was a colony. Strange.
To be fair, China was our bitch at one point.
Yeah, well, it's China.
Welcome to the opium.
I mean, they
wars,
weren't our-
motherfucker.
Yeah, but they weren't our colony.
They weren't our colony.
So India obviously would get almost our tea
Because
from
we,
there.
had,
'cause-
we had a drug war with them, which is the funniest thing to think about, and then we won it. We got
Yeah, no,
fired
it's like
by
a proper
cities.
drug war one. It was like,
It was. That's why I think it's funny.
yeah, that is funny.
I love the Opium Wars. I love history, and I hate. I hate what happens in history, but I love it at the same time. It's just great to hear about. It's so strange to hear about all these different things that nobody
Because
can
loads-
taught you about.
Retarded shit has happened as well.
Because
Humans
wants
are
to learn?
fine.
Who wants to learn about the fucking dreary World War One, World War Two? To be fair, it's cool.
Well, I mean, I want
like
to
World
learn
War
about
One, and
them,
love
but I
World
want
War
to.
Two.
Yeah.
But then you've got all the different things like life in Germany, history of medicine, and all that. It's like,
Well, obviously,
maybe I don't want to learn it. It's like all these different things. It's like
yeah, I can
Can I not
understand
just,
World War One and Two because they're pretty
pick a different
impactful on the
kind
world,
of
and
thing.
like World War One was kind of the first war with like tanks and modern shit.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but you know, they.
Okay.
And then World War Two, something happened in that. I'm not sure what it was. It was
Yeah,
pretty
I
impactful
don't
on the
know.
world. Anyway,
Some people still deny it.
yeah.
I
And
find that
then-
confusing. How do people deny the Holocaust?
We haven't had a big like war that's kind of changed shit in a while, have we? I mean, I guess.
We nearly did. People were like,
Terrorism?
World War Three. Wouldn't have been World War Three. Trust me, mate. It wouldn't.
It would have just been a war,
It
probably.
just probably would have been like
Because
a regular
China
Cold
and
War.
Russia were like, we'll get involved, and they went, actually,
Probably not.
no.
You know,
And
'cause
Iran was like, eh? So strangely enough, they don't want to die. Because China gets so much fucking money. God, fucking hell.
yeah,
Stop
that's the
pressing
whole,
A. Oh.
that's the whole reason for the. I'm going to go back to the Kanzuk thing there for a second. The one reason that people like in different parties have kind of been like, oh, this Kanzuk thing could be pretty cool, is that it doesn't rely on China.
I don't like that name, though.
Kanzuk, yeah, it sucks. Kanzuk.
It sounds like a country.
Yeah.
Or a
And
disease.
the reason why is just because they just don't want to rely on China, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah, more countries should do that.
Because
Because China's
guess what?
bad.
China's bad, and also
No,
because we
we should
rely
give-
on China. To be fair, this isn't really. This is China's fault, but this could literally be anyone in the world, and it is as well. Because we rely on China, so many people in China don't get paid whatsoever because they just set up like sweatshops there. Because the
Yeah,
entire world
and-
keeps on it. It's like, no.
Yeah, and they're probably like, oh, we should probably not give money to people that are
You know,
rounding up
Literally.
Muslims and putting them in camps.
concentration camps. Yeah, basically just
Yeah.
second Holocaust.
But what doesn't stop China is putting it on your fucking story because they don't care. Strange, I know.
Strange, I know, but China, guess what? They're bad.
Yeah, it's like people thinking that corporations or companies care about people. Are you an idiot?
Are you
No. And
Yes.
bro, I hate when people say it like sounding like the corporations are bad. They are. You're not woke. You're not like the Joker. Fucking talking about how bad society is. We know this. Everyone knows it.
most of
And
the
it's
time?
like those,
if you
it's like
run-
those
if
stupid
you
people.
run
Like,
brothers of
what? You're
Republic
scared of the
World-
government? Yes. Of course, I'm scared of the fucking
Wait,
government.
no,
Because I'm a normal human.
government's got
I
tanks.
can't. What am,
What
yeah,
have I got?
w-
My
yeah, what am I
fists.
gonna do against the government? Nothing. Like what? The government's bad. Like,
Oh my god. Oh.
oh well. They know they're bad.
They know they're bad. We
We-
can't change that. Even we know they're bad. And guess what? We can't do nothing about it because then they'll
Yeah, and
kill
we don't
us.
care. This is the government.
Because guess
And then
what?
someone's like, oh, you're a
War's
scared sheep.
bad.
Yeah, because I don't want to be murdered by the fucking government. What? Ah.
There's always the troublesome people like you on the internet, isn't there? It's like, oh, we're just trying to start war. And all this, oh, we should kill China. It's like, yeah, guess what?
We should-
Once you kill
no,
China,
we
they'll kill
can't.
us.
Exactly. No, yeah, but can't you put the CIA in? No.
And I'm not being
If-
funny.
If they catch the CIA, they'll go, America, what's that? You in a war? Okay, good one.
And to my previous,
Oh, didn't that happen before, Calvin?
previous thing.
Didn't something bad happen when they got the CIA involved, and then like something weird happened?
I remember.
Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
Yeah,
For the Cuban
Bay of-
Missile Crisis. Bay of Pigs.
Yeah, the Bay of the Pigs. They got like the CIA.
To be fair, it was just the American military that trained up a bunch of people from Cuba that didn't like how
No,
Cuba was
no, it's
run.
they got the CIA involved because they was trying to like smuggle weapons in.
I don't know. If
like,
it
give
was- I don't know if it
No,
was
no, I
CIA.
don't think it was. No, it was. It was. Of course,
Probably
it was the
was.
CIA.
Of
It's
course
the
it was.
60s, and
It's always the
JFK.
CIA. It's always the CIA.
and if you played Black Ops, they get us to do everything, don't they? Well, I think they're a bit above CIA in that. one.
Central Intelligence Agency.
No,
Fucking bitches.
I think they are CIA. No, they're like. No, they help the CIA in Black Ops, don't they? Don't think they are actually CIA.
That's weird, bruh. And back to my previous point, all the people that want to screw over China, are you gonna go fight in the front lines? No, guess who it's gonna be? It's gonna be Jim Bob from his little burger station. He's gonna get fucking rank and filed into the army. He's gonna get shot by some random Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're gonna be sat at home with your stupid phone.
Well, to be fair, you know, like these women are like, I miss days when men would go to war and die. Why didn't men get drafted? Do they not realise
That there's
that
no
now
war.
women can join the military? You're coming with us.
You're coming with us,
You're getting
mate.
drafted too.
Get drafted.
We're not. It's not just men gonna die now because if they need war, they don't give a shit if you're a man or woman. As long as we can shoot a gun or do something, they're like, alright, join. Like what?
They
And
haven't put
the thing
Ryan
is,
in
we've
that
got
they can get a good sniping position.
exactly, we've got so many like people now, like
We've got the
humans.
special forces,
They won't.
and then
They
we've got
won't
the
add.
special forces.
Yeah, they won't add or like. They wouldn't like draft every single woman into it. Obviously, they'd leave some behind in case
Well, that's what they're doing with everything.
something happens, and they all just die, because that would be rather bad. And repopulation's a good thing.
When you
if that
fire that
happens.
first shot, you don't know who's gonna die, do you? You don't know. You don't
Yeah,
know how
so-
much chaos is gonna happen when you shoot one thing. When you start a war with
With
a
China.
military superpower as big
Yeah,
as
with China.
they have, I think, either the biggest or the second biggest military next to like India.
Yeah, America will get eaten. We'll get eaten.
They would just. America wouldn't die. To be fair, China isn't as strong.
They'll probably lose a lot of people.
As like no, people would lose loads of people. China isn't the strongest military.
Yeah,
That's the most obvious thing in the world. China is still very, very strong.
but
But it isn't
wouldn't the
strong.
military be pretty big though? Because
Their
it's
military
China.
is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't
They're
mean
gonna
they're
win.
powerful though. Yeah, but
It's like the clone army all over again.
I mean sometimes more people does mean that, but sometimes
Well, we take the Soviet Union straight. Yeah, fine.
yeah, just throw them out. That's
Give
good.
one guy a handgun, 6 guys to be the body armor. That's the deployment. Let's look at the Chinese army. Oh, let's look at strongest.
Oh, but it's like
armies.
these 14-year-old girls being really dense, and then they're talking about like Cuba and saying, "Oh,
That's the
communism's bad."
largest. I think the strongest military is, the United States, which is pretty fucking obvious. You've
But
got-
I
it's
remember
probably
there was,
United
like-
States, it's probably then China, isn't it? No, it's Russia. Surprising.
That makes sense.
It makes sense, but it's
This was just like most of fucking Europe. It's not, but you know what I mean? Like,
It's like a-
Jesus.
it's like a quarter, or like a third.
Yeah, and then we've got,
It's a
and
big.
it goes into Asia, don't it?
big. Yeah, it goes to China then probably. Yeah, it goes United States, Russia, China, India. Just because there's so many men in India. So much. They actually have they have a sizable amount of equipment as well. It's not just the fact they have like literally billions of people. They have a sizable army. To be fair, they've got like they have half the fighter aircraft that Japan does. Still quite a lot.
Yeah, but Calvin. Communism bad.
They have a good amount of tanks, they have a good amount of artillery. That's good.
Communism bad, though.
But they do have a lot of guys. And then, apparently, according to this one, Japan is the 5th? Which I think is it might be a lie, but apparently, Japan has 152 special mission aircraft, more than any country in the world other than the US, and a formidable navy fleet that contains 40 destroyers. Apparently. And I'm not being funny, I don't think that's true. I don't think Japan is the 5th strongest military. I think it's a lie. I think it's probably either Britain or France.
Calvin.
Apparently it's UK. Yeah, I suppose it's the UK.
Communism bad.
Yeah, so the 5th is the United Kingdom, because the United Kingdom is very strong. Britain, strong man. Strong army. Very strong.
Really big.
Very big. It's the world.
Yeah, but how do you feel
world's
about
fifth
our
largest navy.
14-year-old
The 5th highest.
girls talking about how bad communism is?
It's really changing my opinion. You know, I obviously thought communism was good.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're all American as well. And I swear in America,
What's in America?
they're literally taught that communism is really evil, and bad, and really mean, and very bad.
The
And
idea
then
of
at
communism,
that point,
the idea of it isn't bad.
yeah, but America
Everything
doesn't
that
like
comes
it.
out of communism is bad.
Yeah, but America doesn't like anything communist, so I thought every American child would know how bad that is, because it's bad. And that's why there's these retards being told to put masks on, and then they say that's communism. No. If you're worried about people making you do things, wouldn't there be fascism?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of communism.
You do fascism instead of communism.
You're making me wear a mask, that's communism. What?
No, it's communism.
does that make sense? What?
If anything, communism to be more free to let you do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
But guess what? Every single time somebody's ever set up a communist state, they've always been a dick.
Loads of countries have gone communism and
'Cause
just
guess
done
what?
genocide.
Literally, what communism is, it's a great idea, and they use
That
it to
doesn't work.
lull people into supporting them. Because guess what? People like stability and money.
Yeah, but doesn't it always go wrong? Because then the
It always
like people
goes
in power
because the people in
are
power
like, oh,
suck.
actually, I like being in power and like more money than everyone else.
That's what it is. Because guess what? If you're in power with enough, you want to keep it.
Yeah, they thought, oh, yeah, that'd be good, and then they're like, no, actually,
I was gonna give it.
I kind of like being this.
To be
Okay.
fair, communism, I believe, is mostly run on a dictatorship. I think it is genuinely dictatorship,
It is.
which makes sense.
I think communism, like most countries, just lie.
But it's the fact
Basically.
that they crack down so much on anti, like, dictatorship things. They crack down on just anything. That is not what they want. That's what makes them
Yeah.
bad. Because they have so much power, but they don't use it wisely.
And then because all them people get in power, and then people can't do much to stop them.
Yeah,
That's
with enough,
not
they're in
the
power.
Yeah, exactly.
They've got stuff to do.
And the only way to
Big
start is
weapons.
like rebellion or revolution starts if loads of people start speaking out. But if one person speaks out, they get killed. So they can't like make a big group of loads of people speaking out. They go against it because even one person gets punished, so everyone's too scared to do shit. And that's why they're like, oh, the CIA could help. But the CIA are pretty selfish, and it's America, so they'll probably fuck it up.
No, to be fair, the Bear Pigs thing was it sucked because they just underestimated how good the Cuban things were and how
Yeah, and
bad
they
they were
basically
trained.
went start a revolution and didn't help them.
because
they
they
lost.
couldn't, because then it would be actual war.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of Cold
But then
War.
they lost and got found out.
Yeah.
And then, because Cuba was actually friendly with the US and trusted them, but obviously America didn't trust them and spied on them. So they went, oh, fuck off. And that's why they went, oh, Russia, do you want to be allies or help? And then that's why they got Russian missiles in Cuba.
No, the
Because
Russian,
America's a cunt.
the Bay of Pigs thing was after they knew the missiles were there. 'Cause
Yeah,
were
but
trying to
still, it's
get,
like-
and just because communism, because they hate
But
communism.
yeah, but they were like kind of friendly with America. And then they kind of lost trust.
I don't remember
It's
if
the-
they were. I don't think they were.
No, it said that, like, the thing I read about the Bay of Pigs said they were. And then America just went,
Screw you, get wrecked.
scared.
I think that's it. I think that's it's been an hour and 2 minutes. We've talked about
Yeah.
world history and Twitter.
Right, hopefully more things happen next week.
Yeah, hopefully more things happen next week, so I don't have to ramble on about how history is bad and people need to accept it. And
Yeah.
that's weirdly enough, things just aren't going to change if you put it on your story. So the message from
Indeed.
this podcast is:
Don't be a
if you're
cunt.
gonna act like a good person, actually be a good person, and don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
Don't act like your morals make you the greatest human being in the actual thing. Make a difference in the world. Do something about it. Get down and do some help. Stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
You've got to accept if you want. Fair enough. Nobody's gonna blame you for it. But stop acting like you're better than everyone else when you're not. It's been about
Wow.
this podcast. Grow the fuck up. It's just how we end it. Just fucking. Wow, this is the Voice
Ooh, wow.
podcast. We've all learned from this experience. We'll see you all on the 20th episode, I think. Next week. Hold on. Let me skadoodle over to Spotify for a second. Yeah, next week's 20th episode.
Well.
Well, see you guys next week. And hopefully we'll have some special thing for you on the 20th episode. Because 20 I think we need to think about this for a second. 20 episodes, fucking long time. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
This is the about 6th time I've said I'm gonna stop the recording now. That's the actual time I'm gonna do it. Bye.